Welcome to Just Ranked, your favorite music ranking show, right? Yes, it is. Yep. Yeah. What do we do here? We rank our top four of that week's topic. What is this week's topic? You know, this week's topic's kind of deep, I think. I think there's no way it can't be deep. It's favorite lyrics. What does that mean? What makes a great lyric? Are you looking at one line in a song? That you possibly could be, because there's some one lines that are just amazing, right? That just stick out and you can never get out of your head. Or it's the whole narrative of the tune. There are no rules. I mean, music is art and all art is subjective, correct? It's typically emotional. You have to feel the words, right? Whether it's doesn't make you feel sad, doesn't make you feel angry, doesn't make you feel serenity. You know, like Jimmy is right now. I mean, you tell us. Again, you know, like and subscribe to the channel. Tell us what your favorite lyrics are in your song so we can check them out, because, you know, it's hard to keep track of everything. Trust us, alone, just to do 4 songs. We've all been going ad nauseum about how hard this list was. And you've heard us say that before in previous weeks. But this week was pretty true. It is kind of hard.
You're going to hear it again this week.
Exactly. But I am hosting. But unlike normal times, Dink is going first and not Chris. So, Dink, it is your show, buddy.
My show?
It's your show.
Okay, yeah, I agree. It was tough, but I just picked mine because I kind of knew what they were. I had a list of about 7 or 8 songs, unlike you guys that had 30 or 40. I do believe that this is a show that we can revisit, much like driving songs and a few of our other ones. Yeah, the year ones, like we can revisit. There's other songs, obviously, because we didn't break it down by decade or anything else. It's just favorite lyrics of all time. So holy shit.
Yeah, we definitely need to revisit this because fucking A.
Yeah,
I could have done favorite lyrics of Pink Floyd. I could have done.
Yeah, I could have broke it down. Yeah, I could have broke it down by decade, by genre, by band.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have great ideas, and sometimes our ideas need to be refined a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But we don't realize that till it's too late to do it.
Yes, exactly.
It gives us other options, though, right, for the series.
It does.
Anyway, I'll roll right into my number 4. You mentioned deep. I think some of these are going to be deep. Maybe yours are as well. I have that right in my start of my notes. We're heading down a deep and life-reflecting journey with mine. So maybe not so much the songs themselves, but the lyrics, the meanings behind some of the lyrics, and just, you know, the heaviness. But anyway, my number 4. One other thing. I don't think we should have a fucking samesies at all tonight.
We shouldn't. If we do, we are going to drink a shot.
I have a feeling I might have a samesies with Chris.
Oh, wow.
I have a feeling I might have a samesies with Dink.
Oh, wow.
No, how do we all know this?
Well, just because the one song that I picked is you're the one that pointed it out to me years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad I'm going first then.
You go first. You can't have any samesies.
That's right. No samesies.
I put me third so I can adjust.
No, having said that, I didn't think we'd have any samesies for driving songs, and we did with Golden Earrings. So anyway, my number 4 is Pat Benatar, All Fired Up.
Oh,
I don't know if you're familiar with the song, but the lyrics, and I assume we're all going to read our lyrics here. I'm certainly not going to sing them, but the lyrics are, now I believe there comes a time when everything just falls in line. We live and learn from our mistakes. The deepest cuts are healed by fate. Nice. That is the lyrics. Now awesome. I will talk about the song. Mm-hmm. The song was penned by Kieran Tolhurst, an Australian country rocker. You know, I like the Australians. I did not know that. I found that out in my research. I did not know this was a cover. I've loved this song since '88 when it came out. I didn't know that it was penned in '87 and released in '87 by this Australian country rocker. Tolhurst was in a bunch of bands in the 60s and 70s in Australia and in the US. In 73, he joined Mississippi, which was a band which later became Little River Band. So I thought that was awesome because I love Little River Band.
I celebrate LRB's complete catalog.
Oh, me too.
My quote is from the other guys, by the way.
Right. No, well, I really do celebrate it. I didn't get the quote, but that's awesome. Anyway, he was then in a short-lived band called the Dingoes and the Rattling Sabres. And the only reason I bring this up is because the Rattling Sabres were the ones that released this song in '87. I listened to it yesterday and today. It is really good, really 80s, kind of similar to Pat Benatar's version. The lyrics that I quoted and that I love are not in the song. So she reworked the song the next year, and when I say reworked, she added this part. She changed what he said and changed it to this. So I thought that was kind of cool too.
I like that. Yeah.
Song reached number 19 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 under Pat Benatar, obviously. It was our last top 40 single as of this year. So that was 88. So really? Pat Benatar hasn't been hitting the charts.
88? Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
But she hasn't had a ton of new material really since the early 90s, right? Like
that's not really true. She has a bunch of stuff out there.
Does she?
Is it opera?
Really?
Is it her and Gerardo?
Yeah.
Gerardo?
A bunch of acoustic stuff.
Rico Suave.
Not Rico Suave,
Suave. That's what I thought. You said Gerardo. Immediately thought of Rico.
That's like the weirdest duo of all time.
Rico Suave.
Well, that's
I want to see that now.
Let me make that happen. Let's see that happen. That'd be good.
Sing it, Pat. But anyway, that's basically all I have for the song in my notes. Like I said, I love this song. I remember when it came out in '88, the summer before grade 10 for Chris and I. And I really liked it because I like Pat Benatar, but I was like, oh, it's kind of different from her stuff because she had just come off doing Love is a Battlefield and all that other stuff in the 80s, right? And I was like, oh, it's got a little harder edge. And like I said, I didn't know until this week that it was a cover. So that was kind of cool too. But I love those lyrics.
I didn't know it either.
I think they're poignant. So
question for you, and this might be the first time we have questions. Was this song always up there for lyrics for you, or is this something you recently discovered? Oh, okay.
No, always. Those lyrics, and I think it's just the way they flow. But the deepest cuts are healed by fate. Like that's deepest cuts and deep, but it's a deep thing, right? Like anything that you've ever been through, and we're going to be revisiting this, I'm sure, throughout this episode. But fate or time heals all wounds, right? Like,
but leaves a scar.
It leaves a scar, but it will heal, right?
Yeah, very cool.
That's
I gotta mention, I it's not one of the artists I looked at when it came to lyrics. So
no,
I wouldn't have looked if I didn't. That's an easy answer because if I didn't already know this song, I wouldn't have looked at. Oh, what's Pat Benatar? Her lyrics are fantastic.
And then keep that one in your
young.
Heartache
to heartache.
Right. No, that's funny you mentioned Pat Benatar because we talked about doing a Pat Benatar list months ago. I got excited. That list is done, complete with notes and everything, and that song was in that discussion.
Yep.
Nice.
So,
well, if we ever revisit it, now you'll know what my number one is, obviously. So.
And by the way, I love your shirt, and I love that shirt.
This shirt?
Yeah, very fitting.
Yeah, very fitting. I think I wore it one other episode, but I was sitting lower, so it was just a black shirt.
Black shirt.
But as my wife says, you own like 55 black shirts. I'm like, that's right.
That's like me.
They're thinning.
I hear the same conversation.
I either wear hockey jerseys or black.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't know the song per se, or Jimmy might, but you guys don't, so we don't. There's not much else to say. I will move on to number 3.
Yeah, good pick.
And I guess I'm back to professing my love for Mr. Lukather and the band Toto.
Okay.
So this song is my 4th favorite Toto song. So it would, if we ever did a Toto show, this would make the cut. But the lyrics to this song are obviously in this 4. And the song is I'll Be Over You.
I was singing in my head. I already knew what it was.
Right. Like shocking. Dink loves a ballad, right? It's just such a strong opening. Some people live their dreams. Some people close their eyes. Some people's destiny passes by. Right? Like it's just I think it's just a great set of lyrics, and it is co-written by Lukather and Randy Goodrum.
I thought you were going to say Randy Jackson.
No, so who's Randy Goodrum? Yes, did you ask that? Who's Randy Goodrum?
Somebody Jackson.
Somebody Jackson. Who's Randy Goodrum? You asked, right? I think you did.
I was asking that. I was.
Yes, that's what we were saying.
Okay, so in '78, Randy Goodrum wrote "You Needed Me," which Anne Murray made massive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all right.
And he did a lot of writing and co-writing. I won't get into the long list of stuff he did, but he did co-write with Steve Perry, "Oh Sherry." And like I said, he co-wrote this song. I'm sure that Lukather had a huge hand in it. The song spent 3 weeks at the top of the adult contemporary Billboard, but only reached 11 on the Hot 100. It's not Toto's biggest song, but in '86 when they released Fahrenheit, most of the band was still there. Like all the brothers are still there, and Joseph Williams is on backing vocals with Luke, because Luke does the lead guitar obviously and the vocals. He sings that main lyric that I said. Joseph Williams is John Williams' son. John Williams, as in Spielberg and Lucas, the composer, right? So that's kind of cool. He was only with Toto for a couple of years, and also cool backup vocals on this song is Michael McDonald.
Again.
Yeah, so he rears his ugly head or his beautiful head.
I'm going to go back.
Episode counter when it comes to Michael McDonald mentions now.
I was just going to say, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start tallying.
Yes.
Michael McDonald, and I'll give it to Joe, and Joe can
put it on the screen right here, right there.
Right, we need a spreadsheet.
I'll do it.
All right, do that.
But anyway, Luke has been quoted as saying this song is basically saying the guy has broken up with a girl and realized he should have never broken up with the girl. He's still really deeply in love with the girl. Sort of like a warning to people, like you never know how good you got it until you don't have it anymore, right? And like when I read that back, and I probably didn't say it the way I read it in Luke's voice because I've watched so many interviews with him, right? It's like, oh man, like it's just the song's basically about a girl. And
he's such a good interview, man.
He's so cool. Right?
He is, man.
Anyway, so yeah, pretty deep stuff, but that's my number 3. I just love how that song opens, right?
Yeah, I'm not shocked. You are a Toto whore, so yeah.
I am one of the only people I know that really, really loves Toto, right?
I mean, the few, the proud, the men, or the
that's right.
Toto-reens.
It's one of those bands. I think I said this in a previous episode. I feel like I'm missing out on Toto, so I keep going back to them. And there's every now and then there's a gem I didn't hear before, but sometimes I'm thinking I'm still missing something when it comes to Toto because I appreciate every one of those guys. Right, musically, they're amazing.
Totally.
Right? But for me,
I like the basic hits.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like I don't love them like Dink, but
until
I shouldn't be surprised that you. I was originally surprised that you said Toto, but not when you said that. Surprise! But no, I shouldn't.
Not surprise.
Dink, Toto,
right?
I mean,
ballad, Toto, Dink.
It's actually Katie's
Toto
favorite
or it's either Toto or Kansas.
Until I joined the Just Rank band, "Hold the Line" was the only Toto song I thought was worth.
Hold that line.
Love it.
Good track.
And it's number 3.
All I think about is Fez from that '70s show singing it.
Hold that. And people that don't really know Toto or know "Hold the Line" and Africa, give them a pass for "Hold the Line" and think Africa's terrible, overkill radio, and then they judge you for liking Toto.
Here's the deal, though. I'm such a basic bitch when it comes to Toto. Africa is my favorite song by him.
I love Africa. It's my favorite song.
I love that song.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite songs.
It'll always be "Hold the Line."
Yeah, "Hold the Line's 3, and Toto's not in the top 4s, or Africa's not in the top 4s.
Of course not. It's too popular for you.
It's a little overkill, right?
Like that in Prince songs when it comes to my Prince list.
A real fan wouldn't have it as high as
exactly. Oh, Africa, please. Oh, excuse me.
Right.
All right, what do you got next, brother? What do you got next?
Number 2, no one's having. That is for sure no samesies because you probably don't even know the song. Number 2 is Anna Nalick, 2 a.m.
Those game is number one.
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Anyway, I'll read the lyrics. 2 a.m. I'm still awake, writing a song. If I get it all down on paper, it's no longer inside of me, threatening the life it belongs to. This is all one verse, by the way. And I feel like I'm naked in front of the crowd because these words are my diary screaming out loud. I know that you'll use them however you want to.
It's kind of cool. It almost sounds like you're right there when he's writing the song because that's what he's doing.
Right.
And that's what he's writing about.
It's a chick, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
She's 41 now. She wrote this when she was a teenager. The song was originally released in 2004. Then a year and a half later, it was re-released and used in an episode. Now, I'm not sure if it was re-released and used in the episode or used in the episode which forced the re-release, but it was in an episode of season 2 of Grey's Anatomy. Back when Grey's Anatomy was really good, I was a fan, so I can say that. And then it got heavy rotation on the radio and MTV. The Grey's Anatomy, not to go too far down a rabbit hole, but the Grey's Anatomy episode is worth mentioning. It's a second parter of a 2-part in the middle of the season called As We Know It. Obviously, the first part of the show was It's the End of the World. Second part, this one, As We Know It. And it has Kyle Chandler and Christina Ricci as guest stars in the episode. So that was pretty cool. It's a massive episode. Christina Ricci comes in as a paramedic, and she's got her hands inside a guy that blew a cannon into himself, and it's a loaded explosive.
Oh, I remember that. I was making fun of my wife when she was watching. Like, oh,
yeah,
man.
And Meredith switches her hands, and then she holds it, and then they realize the explosive is live. And Kyle Chandler's on the bomb squad. And if you know Kyle Chandler's from Bloodline and Friday Night Lights, he carries it out and it explodes, and he obviously dies. He blows up. And it was a massive episode, right? But this song plays right at that moment. So I kind of fell in love with the song and then started hearing it all the time, right? It's kind of neat because the song spent 34 weeks on the Hot 100, but only peaked at 45. I'm not sure. I couldn't find anything specifically that said it is the record holder, but it's definitely in the conversation as the longest serving charter that never broke the 40.
Oh, wow.
34 weeks on the 100, but never got over 40. Like it was 45 is the highest it went, right?
But it's in for how many weeks?
34 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, it's impressive. No matter where it's at. Holy shit. Yeah. That's weird. It didn't break the top 40.
Yeah, hit number 4, the Billboard adult contemporary charts, and I'm sure she didn't really want to be on the adult contemporary charts as a 20-year-old, but whatever.
I have seen 3 separate episodes of Grey's Anatomy, excuse me.
Yeah.
All different seasons, whatever, not consecutive. All 3 episodes had that song Counting Cars in it. So
really?
I figured that was part of the
and it's that's a massive song for that show.
Yeah.
You must have saw some anniversary shows or something because they don't like Shonda Rhimes, who does the show, like the music has always been so good. They had a whole season where she was doing 80s covers. That's how I knew about that Level 42 cover by the Carly Brothers and like Total Eclipse of the Heart by Jill Andrews or whatever her name is.
I
like
seem to remember you sending us clips.
I sent you a whole bunch back then.
Yeah. I saw this on because I didn't watch Grey's Anatomy. You'd be like, you love this song. It was on Grey's Anatomy.
Well, and Shazam wasn't around, so I was like writing them down and then Googling who sings that and stuff. Like, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. So the show's always been known for its music, but that's funny that you heard Snow Patrol 3 times.
That's crazy and hilarious.
What's funny, I don't know. Like I said, my wife watched it for years, obviously, and that's the one episode I can never get out of my head. I don't remember that was Christina Ricci, but yeah, I was always like, really, I mean the show where they had a grenade and the guy didn't go off. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so I did go down a tiny rabbit hole with this as well. So Anna Nalick, like I said, was a teenager, wrote this song, and then decided she was going to go to college, kind of give up the music dream or whatever. A professor she had other students that he knew the parents, and the parents were in the music business. So, and knew that she could sing. So passed along a low-end 6-song demo, and she was introduced to Christopher Thorne and Brad Smith, who are founding members of Blind Melon. So I thought that was really cool. And then when she recorded this stuff, she recorded it with Thornton Smith from Blind Melon and Lyle Workman and Matt Chamberlain. Who's Lyle Workman, you ask?
It's Lyle Workman, Dink.
Lyle Workman was a member of Bourgeois Tag with Brent Bourgeois and Larry Tagg. I don't know if you guys know who they are, but they have the song I Don't Mind at All. I don't mind at all from the late 80s was in contention for being on this list, and I fucking love that song. They're a one-hit wonder.
That song.
Yeah.
You'll know it.
I don't think I know it. Do I?
Time for talking's over now. I guess I do. I don't mind.
Oh fuck! Oh yeah. You're right.
And now YouTube is just ding this video.
Yeah, no shit.
Not with that rendition. No way.
No, I don't think so either.
You're responsible for them taking away our $0.
Yeah,
Our 10 cents. And who's Matt Chamberlain, you ask? He's an American drummer, session musician who played with Edie Brickell, Pearl Jam, Bowie, Morrissey, The Wallflowers, Elton John, Fiona Apple, Bob Dylan, Brandy Carlisle, Garbage, Macy Gray, Soundgarden, and almost every Tori Amos album.
And he just retired recently.
I said Randy. Did Matt Chamberlain just retire?
Hmm?
Yeah, so you know who he is.
Yeah.
So how, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Chamberlain's a fucking genius.
Yeah. And no relation to Jimmy, right?
None.
No. Cool. Anyway, back to the song. Just to wrap it up here. The song, like Life is Hard is one of the biggest understatements used by everyone. And this song kind of exemplifies that, right? Like she basically says in the song, just breathe, right? And it's just about everyone has 2 a.m. moments, those times when you're alone with your thoughts and attempting to make sense of life in the world. You know what I mean?
It's 2 a.m. now.
Right. After this segment, yes.
No, that's not what I was saying.
And then I went down around, I was like, oh, there's all these other people chiming in because I was like, what does AI say? What do other people say? Because I went on Reddit and like everybody's got an opinion about this song. It's about abortion. It's about addiction. It's you know what I mean? The third verse that is the verse that I like is definitely about her writing the song after these other 2 verses, right? Because the song kind of all comes together, but each verse is almost like a different story. So,
okay. I like
it. Yeah, it's cool. Like you might not like the song per se because it's borderline cheeser, but I really like it. And that's my number 2.
Good pick.
All right, I'll roll into number 1. Number 1 was easy. Number 1. Well, we haven't talked about Dink's top 20 favorite songs of all time in a long time.
We haven't.
So this song sits number 3 on that list.
Ooh.
Wow.
This song brings up a band I just mentioned. This song is Change by Blind Melon.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Wow. I just watched this mini doc on those guys the other day.
Yeah. I could easily have this entire song as the lyrics. But the lyrics, and not to get too morbid, but these lyrics are on Shannon Hoon's gravestone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The lyrics are, but I know we can't all stay here forever, so I'm going to write my words on the face of today, and then they'll paint it.
Nice.
Yeah. I've always loved this song since it came out. I found a really unique story because I remember around the time back when just before Chris and I met when I was in college, when Cobain died and Blind Melon was big, right? And I remember hearing that he had dedicated this song to Cobain, or there was something to do with Kurt. So I did a dive and I knew I was close, but I read that in April 94, Hoon was in New York City on the way to a sound check to do Letterman. The band was performing. I don't know if the band was planning on performing this song or they were still celebrating or still were performing stuff from their initial album, right? Like Soup wasn't out yet. But anyway, some fan came up to Shannon and told him that Cobain had died. And he hugged them both. Like it was 2 guys. He hugged them. And then later drew a question mark on his forehead and performed this song on Letterman. At the end of the song, and he changed the lyrics. Every time you hear this song, he changed the lyrics. I like the original from the album. but you could go online and hear 10 different versions of the song because he always changed the lyrics. It's the first song he ever wrote when he was younger, before Blind Melon ever made it, obviously. But at the end of the performance, if you watch it, Letterman comes out to thank the band or whatever, and they're probably going to commercial, and he says, on behalf of a lot of people, I'd like to say goodbye to Kurt Cobain.
Probably speaking on behalf of a lot of people, we'd like to say goodbye to Kurt Cobain.
So that's what it was. That was the tie to Kurt Cobain, right? And then, of course, a year and a half later, he was found, he OD'd on the tour bus, right? So he was good too. So, so not to get too morbid, but yeah, the lyrics are pretty straightforward or obvious. You stay positive, keep dreaming, life is hard, or possibly just shit, do something to make a change.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's every day in life.
That song makes me think of you because you were the one that introduced me to those lyrics in that song.
I love this song. Like when everyone was guying over No Rain, I was like, oh, this fucking song's way better.
Yeah. And that's what you said to me, and that's what you played for me. And then in Peterborough, I remember.
Yeah. Have you heard this?
Right. Yeah.
Because so many people I knew had the album, hadn't even they'd only listened to No Rain.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, that's my list, boys. That's it. Kind of deep, kind of weird. But I think all of us will be all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right. Well, that's my list, boys, and I'll pass it to you, Chris.
All right. Well, now I'm more convinced than ever that mine's a basic list. I did no deep dives.
Because I
was having an issue. I wouldn't say these are my. See, this is one of those lists where, like, ask me in 6 minutes, it might be a different list.
Yeah.
6 months now. It's 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, so I went with 4 songs that might not have my favorite lyrics, but have had lyrics that have stuck out with me from teenage till
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I still listen to, and that if they come on, I might not be able to recite the lyrics off the top of my head, but as the song's playing, I don't have a problem reciting the lyrics.
Yeah.
Right? So, my number 4, I was going to say 1 again. I don't know why I always do that. My number 4, everybody's going to call it basic, I'm sure, but it's Black by Pearl Jam.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Consideration.
That's a big song.
Yeah, dude.
So, and it's not really even like, so the whole song, yes, but basically it's just the last verse for me. That's my favorite part of it. It's, I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky, but why can't it be mine? Oh, can't it be mine?
That has always stuck out.
Big time.
And when you're like 17, 18 years old going through a breakup, right?
Yeah.
Like, this song, how many times you listen to the song from the age of like 18 to like 23, whenever you had a hard time in a relationship, any kind of relationship, really. Like, and now, I mean, I remember watching videos of guys hearing the song in concert and actually having the lyrics hit them for the first time, and then they start to cry. You know what I mean? Like grown men crying to it when they're singing, as they're singing it. A little bit of history about the song. It was originally written as an instrumental by Stone Gossard. Mm-hmm. It was on it was called E-Ballad. It was on a 5-song compilation tape, and it got to Eddie. He wrote lyrics for Alive, Once, and Footsteps, and sent it back to Stone. Then the band invited him to Seattle to try it for the band. And on the flight to Seattle, he wrote the lyrics to Black.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I thought one of the funniest quotes was when Mike McCready was asked about his guitar part. He said he ripped off Stevie Ray Vaughan. Right? Basically, I just ripped off Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's all I did. But ask anybody of our age when they were 17, 18 years old, if they were going through a breakup or a hard time with any kind of relationship, this song probably played pretty heavy on their playlist at the time.
Yep.
It played really heavy on mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, as soon as you started reading those lyrics, I remember exactly where I was the first time I heard this song, Compromising Position. It was on the radio. And I remember thinking, wow, this guy is really feeling this moment. just that whole somebody else's sky. Why?
Well, and if you ever get a chance to hear there's a version you can find where they don't fade out, where he keeps singing at the end, like going on and on with the band going do 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 do, and he just does it so. I don't know. A lot of people don't like his voice. I love Eddie Vedder's voice.
I love it too.
I think it's great. They accuse him of mumbling lyrics, sure, maybe, but you can say that about a lot of singers at that time. Just I don't know. That song still gives me goosebumps.
Yeah,
it's a great song. It's powerful, and I don't know if the music is powerful, but the way. I don't know all the lyrics. I just know that particular lyric.
Yeah, as soon as you said the song, I knew that's the lyrics you were going to.
Yeah, so that's the lyrics that I can recite to you. The rest of the song, I know it as it's playing, but I couldn't recite it to you right now.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing about that song, and actually Pearl Jam, I'm not a huge Pearl Jam fan. I love one album and I love it completely.
This one?
No, it's Versus, I think it's called.
Yeah,
with the goat face on it.
Yeah.
I adore that album. He's got a really powerful voice, and he knows how to inflect that emotion of that word with great sentiment, and that is kind of the validation of any singer out there.
And when you see him live, he's just so emotional when he sings, right? He's like you can tell he's singing from his chest.
Yeah,
the perfect lyric.
Also, that song made it to number 3 mainstream rock, which is it doesn't say anything about the Dutch, so I couldn't find anything about the Dutch. So that's all I have for.
Excuse me.
Oh, I got a couple things before you move on.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Agreed. Powerful in concert. Saw them at Molson Park. We were tailgating in the parking lot like people would. It wasn't Lollapalooza or anything. It was just them. And there was an opener. Maybe there wasn't even an opener because Pink Floyd was playing on the loudspeakers. And then I was like, let's go to. And they're like, no, Floyd's still playing. I'm like, no, because Pearl Jam had already started. And I was like, let's go. Like,
yeah.
And then we left to beat the traffic. And I really wanted to hear Rearview Mirror. I didn't know if back before you looked at the set list, and it was the first song in the encore as we're walking to the car. I'm like, anyway. Secondly, maybe Joe can find it when he does his fine form editing. Do you guys remember when Letterman had a thing with Pearl Jam, and actually Letterman even inducted them.
He adored them. Yeah. His final episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Do you remember when 10 was out, or maybe Versus was already out, but Eddie came walking in the middle of a show and sang this?
Yeah, so they were playing the band was playing the song, and they're like, and Letterman goes, "Hey, is that?" When he's like, "Yeah," he goes, "I get my friend Eddie to come out here and sing it with us." Hey, Eddie, and
then he
Eddie
does.
Yeah, I remember that. You're right.
I was watching it watching it live or whatever, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. Cool. You know what? Do you want to really know how that's done?
Yeah.
Have it done
Do
right?
Do it for me.
Okay, Eddie?
Huh? Wait a minute.
Eddie?
No.
You'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky.
Yeah, he was a through and through fan of Pearl Jam. He referenced them all of the time. He even did a top 10 Pearl Jam songs randomly on one of his famous Dave's Top 10s.
Right. Oh, my third point was Footsteps. Great song, never made 10, but great tune.
Yeah, another great song. My thing with Pearl Jam was I saw them with Soundgarden and Neil Young, and they came out and did "Rockin' the Freeway" with Neil Young. Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about that on another episode.
I talk about that a lot because it was such a great fucking show.
I think it was queued up that you talked about it. I'm not sure, but yeah.
I talk about it a lot. It could be. I'll bring it up again. Hey, be sure I will bring it up again. You can bet that.
As
During
you
the
should.
Neil Young episode.
That's amazing.
Anyways, I will move on to some Canadian content.
Can.
Oh.
I've got a band that a lot of people don't get. I've got Little Bones from the Tragically Hip.
Nice.
A little bit. I'm going to talk about the song a little bit first. I think it was recorded in New Orleans, which kind of shaped the song at Daniel Lanois' recording studio. And there's a story that Gord Downey was reading. He's reading a book called "The Last of the Crazy People" by Timothy Finley. He was a Canadian artist, and it had a cat that featured in it called Little Bones. So that was number one. And then he was apparently in a cab eating some chicken, and the cab driver said, "You got to be careful eating that chicken. It's full of little bones." So he started, and that's where he started getting the lyrics together for Little Bones. So it's basically about going through life, dealing with the trials and tribulations of life and stuff like that. But what I like about it is, so there's a couple of things. There's one thing that when the song came out and I read the lyrics, because remember we used to buy, we all talk about this, the album or the cassette or the CD, and you
hold out the cassette sleeve.
Yeah. There was a lyric that said, "The long days of Shockley are gone." And when I looked it up, Shockley is Dr. William Shockley. 1956, he won the Nobel Prize for Physics. 61, he was one of the Men of the Year in Time magazine. And he was a renowned bigot and racist who claimed that blacks are genetically inferior to whites and that persons with an IQ under 100 should be sterilized.
Oh, wow.
So it's basically saying like the days of like, being smart and brilliant, but also being a bigot and racist are like gone. Right. You can't be that way. But what I really like about the song, and Dink, you'll know it, that in the verse, the first round in the verse, when it says $2.50 for a highball, $1.50 for a beer, happy hour, happy hour, happy hour is here. When it gets to the second verse, it says $2.50 for a decade, $1.50 for a year, happy hour, happy hour, happy hour is here. And then the third verse gets down to $2.50 for an eyeball and $1.50 for an ear, happy hour, happy hour, happy hour is here. I don't know. I just like the way that progressed. Yeah, that is always cool. Stuck in my head, the way it goes, and it shows like you're making the exchange for your soul, basically, I suggest. It suggests at times. I mean, the chorus is, "Oh, baby, eat this chicken so it's full of them little bones. Baby, eat this chicken so." So that's where that comes from. But the verse lyrics, the end of the verse and how it progresses to different each time, that's always stuck in my head. And I just really love that song. It's probably my favorite off my favorite album, which is Road Apples. That's all I got. It didn't chart in the US, so I would be surprised if a lot of Americans know. But the album itself went diamond in Canada, which is 1 million copies sold. Yeah. So it is one of their most popular albums. Yeah, and one of the most popular songs. And like really. I know you guys said you don't get the hip, and that's fine. It's not for everybody. They sing a lot about Canadian culture, and it was very big in our age group growing up. So you talking about Canadian culture. Anyways,
again, though, like I was talking about Toto, it's one of those bands I always thought was missing something, because a lot of my fans are from North Dakota or Canada. They really are. And they all love the hip. And I'm like, I try every now and then, but I just don't get it.
Yeah, and this might be one that you might like. It's got a pretty cool guitar riff.
I just don't get it.
It's got a bluesy guitar feel to it, like the whole album does, right? Because it was recorded in New Orleans, and that's quite obvious when they're. It's not my favorite
stuff. I would think you guys would like their earlier stuff, right? It's got heavier or not better is not the right word, but more relatable,
more raw. I'd say more raw,
right?
Yeah, but I would say that some of their later stuff was more refined. Like "It's a Good Life If You Don't Weaken" is probably one of my favorite songs. That would be a good song for people that don't really like the hip to listen to, because I think you might like that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Jimmy.
No, that's fine. I was letting you finish your thought. So 2 comments. First of all, as soon as you said this, Dink lit up like a proud father. You have my full attention, Chris. Yeah. And I love that. I love that you guys adore this band. Now, secret time. When I did my dive, I did 3 or 4 songs on YouTube. I probably chose the wrong songs because it takes the right song for someone to get into something, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
So I probably chose the wrong couple songs. So I'm going to have to go back and check it out. Over the weekend, I had my middle kid here with me for my birthday weekend. And we watched a couple music docs. We watched the Devo doc, which was kind of cool. I don't know.
Good, yeah.
It was really, really cool, really, really insightful.
Is Whip It on your list?
Whip It is not on my list.
Those are some deep lyrics.
Yeah. But my segue to that was there was a Tragically Hip doc.
It's awesome.
On there that I was.
I can't watch it. I cry. I can't watch it. Makes me tear up.
It's a tough watch for us, but it's really,
so I'll
really
probably
good.
watch it just because I love music. I love music.
I'll watch any music doc.
And it's a 3-parter.
Joe and I talk about music docs all the time, so I'm probably going to go and watch that now because of this episode. And I'm probably going to go back and try again. And if it doesn't work a second time, fuck you, Canada. I will not like the hip, but I'm willing to give it a second try because I probably just checked the wrong songs. You know,
it's much like the Nickelback doc. Like and you already knew a lot of Nickelback.
I actually really like that documentary.
I think you'll like the hip. You'll have a better appreciation, much like the Nickelback one, for the hip. It's 3-parter. First 2 parts are awesome. The third part is a really tough watch.
All right.
Well, and there's another, if I can suggest, there's a documentary on Blue Rodeo, which is really well done. I think people should watch as well. And if I had an honorable mention, it would have been 5 Days of May by Blue Rodeo.
Right. Send those to me, one-on-one outside of the stream of consciousness, and I'll go in on that.
Right.
But yeah, no, that so far it made me want to talk about it. So that tells me that there's
maybe we can do a Tragically Hip list one day. That would be amazing.
Yeah, to steal my personal trainer's slogan, I don't have to. I get to work out, but in this case, I don't have to listen to music. I get to listen to all the music since I'm the editor of the show. I get to listen to every single thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, because sometimes you get busy and you just can't listen to everything. Well, I get to. And so this will bring up a great opportunity for me to So
that is a beautiful sentiment. I really like that because I agree with it.
I told her to trademark it. So hopefully she has already.
There might be a shirt in the future. So, all right, carry on, Chris.
Right. So my number 2, this is the one I thought that maybe Dink and I might have the same. This song has been on my radar since Dink pointed out these lyrics to me. Again, another thing, a band that I listen to and I like for another reason, not at all. I like for their guitar playing. It wasn't for their lyrics I was listening to them. And it's Peace of Mind by Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, the entire song, the lyrics are amazing. Like starting off with now if you're feeling kind of low about dues you've been paying, things coming much too slow. But my thing is the part where he sings about everybody living in competition, and I'm just trying to find my peace of mind.
Yeah,
I use that lyric to reset myself sometimes, or my head sometimes, if I've been jealous or something in the past, or or upset that I don't have something or that I'm not getting something. I've used that, then I'll just think about that lyric sometimes, and it kind of brings me back to reality.
That's a great
setting. Yeah.
Practical lyrics. That's awesome.
When he talks about you're climbing the company ladder, hope it doesn't take too long. I've seen friends do that and then regret it later in life and talk about how they wish they would have spent more time doing other things.
Yeah.
Just stuff that has related to me in my life as I've been growing up, so to speak. Right. Yeah. And I love his voice, and I love the guitar in all of their songs. Their rock songs. Yeah,
they're both awesome. Tommy's awesome, and Brad Delp's voice is incredible.
Yeah, and the song was written by what is his name? Tommy Schultz.
Tommy Schultz.
When he worked at Polaroid,
yeah,
and he saw people trying to climb the corporate ladder, and I've seen it too. I've had people say to me, "I'll step on other people's backs if it gets me ahead." I've had coworkers say that to me, actively say that to me.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
love that song.
Oh man, I'm so glad you have a Boston, Jimmy. Before you say something, I had to look at my phone because I'm like, was this song in contention? But Long Time was in contention. I'm just taking my time, just moving along. You'll forget about me after I've been gone.
Also on my short list.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is just Boston. I'm gonna light up like a candle again.
Awesome. It's funny that you said those lyrics because I mean, I am not a Boston fan.
He's not.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Which I've never understood. But go ahead.
No, it's. I like Tom Scholz. I love his Rockman that you had that you could plug your guitar into. I love that. That was awesome. But the point I want to make is the irony because they have been labeled as corporate rock.
Oh yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
And then when you say those lyrics, I don't know if you're here or here. I don't know which way I'm supposed to be pointing.
The other one. Yeah.
Over here.
That one. Yep. That's it.
It's always opposite.
Okay. So when you say those lyrics, it's just such a crazy irony that they've been played as corporate rock when they're singing the antithesis.
Which I never understood them being labeled as corporate rock because we all know that they were still working 9-to-5 jobs when they weren't on tour because they got fucked on their.
They got fucked so.
They're like the poster child of bands that got fucked in their record deal, right?
Right.
And he talks about all the time about how that he pretty much they recorded those albums on their own and pretty much gave them to the record company, right?
And it was their debut's massive.
Yes, massive.
The first 3 albums.
And the bands they did nothing off of them. Nothing.
Dollar sales.
Yeah.
That's why I never understood because Jimmy's right. They're always been labeled as corporate.
They couldn't
rock.
even cut their hair. Have you seen they got froze?
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy's right. I never understood the corporate rock thing because they were actually the complete opposite of corporate rock.
Statement rock, apparently.
Yeah.
And actually,
that
made me feel good because of my. I don't despise them. If they're on, I quickly turn the channel.
Oh,
and
I really
heard them.
I have a love-hate with them. I like them, but I do, and they're big for all this, but I don't really like their ballads.
I do agree.
Hank, are you gonna fight?
Oh, I might fight. I fucking love Amanda. Oh,
Amanda.
And I know, but
you
like ballads
way
more than you like ballads way more than I do. Let's be honest.
Right.
He likes more ballads than Mo does.
I was gonna say you like way more ballads than the average man. Like
the average man does not like the ballads that I like.
Right. So
power ballads, no, all ballads.
But and I don't dislike them, but I don't. There are other ballads are on my playlist, but there's some of their rock
Peace of
songs
Mind is such a and even the way it starts, right? Like it's just so good.
One of my all-time favorite songs, Peace of Mind. I fucking love that song.
Really?
Yes.
What am I missing?
A brain. I don't know. I don't know. Do it again, though. Man, I guess
disclosure right here.
Original. It's like taste buds, man. Sometimes, like, how could someone hate mangoes? It's the best fucking thing in the world. And people are like, I hate mangoes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a personal thing, man. So
my wife hates mangoes. Thinks it tastes like pine needles.
What the? It's not gin.
Right?
She loves gin. The exact she loves gin.
So I'm going to have to go back and try to listen to some of this stuff. See if I can. I mean, most of the big songs played throughout my childhood. So I'm aware of them, but I'm going to have to go back and listen with a useful ear maybe and see if I can stomach it. But it's never been something for me. But I will try for you.
Because you told me this years ago. That's why as soon as he brought up Boston, I'm like, oh, fucking hates Boston.
On a side note, in the last couple of weeks, the album celebrated an anniversary. Right? I think it was 49 years since the debut. And I put together a clip for our socials.
You did. You put a great marketing.
Yeah, but I had to edit it because we got a copyright ding because 19 people own the rights to More Than a Feeling.
Why should we give them free advertising?
Right. Make people buy their music.
Exactly.
Damn them.
Anyway, great pick, Chris. Great pick.
Yeah, nice pick.
Not great picks.
It's an all right pick.
I get it.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be surprised by my next pick. In fact, I could have had them as all 4. I could have picked 4 songs from Pink Floyd. This is Time by Pink Floyd.
There you go.
You kind of thought this
and
way.
it's really the part where it says Well, it's the whole line, but I'll just shorten it. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. And then you run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking, racing around to come up behind you again. The sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older, short of breath, and one day closer to death.
Right.
But song, obviously, Roger Waters wrote it middle-aged, realizing that he was looking forward now closer to the end of his life, and, changes the way you look at things. And
now his band.
I don't have a lot to say about that song because I can talk a lot about that band, and I'm sure one day we will talk a lot about that band. So I'm going to save some of this stuff.
And I'm surprised because obviously I know you've talked about before. They're one of your favorite bands. A lot of people's favorite bands. I love Pink Floyd, but we don't talk about them a lot. No. We bring up on passing a lot of the times, right?
They do come up a bunch.
Yeah.
But I don't do a deep dive on their stuff because I think we're going to do an episode on them.
Oh, we're definitely
definitely are, so in maybe 5 or 6 episodes.
And I was thinking about it when we were doing this list. I always talk about how much Dink talks about how he's a Roger Waters guy. I'm obviously a David Gilmour guy.
You're David Gilmour guy, yeah, because you started later, yeah.
I do love like the Dark Side of the Moon. I like Roger's writing for sure, and I've gone and seen him in concert, as a solo, or with his
before
band.
Or after he was a fascist.
Before we knew he was a fascist.
he came all the way around. Now he's a fascist. He was anti-fascist.
Before he owned him.
But I feel like I don't talk enough about Nick Mason and his drumming and my love of
man. Yes,
right?
You're right.
I love his drum fills, especially on this song. He's so good, and I don't talk about him as much. Again, I think I'm saving it for when we talk about them. Right? I don't want to. Huh? Also, I feel weird about talking about a drummer when a drummer's in the room.
No,
I don't know anything about drumming. No. You know what I mean? Like,
no. Yeah. Please don't ever feel that way. Please talk about a person playing an instrument, regardless of what it is, and how that instrument made you feel. Please always feel free to do that.
The one thing I love about Mason's drumming is always very particular and exact. Like there's a
that's what I was going to say.
Fills, it's how it is.
And that's called a pocket drummer. He just sits in there and does his groove, and it fits the song, and it fills the song, and he overplays when he needs to overplay.
Yeah, correct.
Underplays, puts spaces, and So, I mean, I'm not a huge Pink Floyd fan. I do enjoy some Pink Floyd, but his drumming does stand out because he's got those particulars, that skill set. He's like a chef. It rolls open of all his knives. He knows when to use this knife, or this knife. And it's phenomenal. I mean,
I love it because it comes up watching him and Gilmour when they played the Live at Pompeii, and the camera fades and it shows him playing and it shows Gilmour playing, and the way they complement each other. I just fucking love it. I'm getting off topic of the song.
No.
Not off topic.
Great drumming, it really is.
You're not talking about
also, I like the song that I really like. I love the ticking of the clocks. If you know anything about the recording, Alan Parsons did the recording in an antique shop of the clocks.
There's Alan Parsons.
Love that feel to it. And the lyrics, And
then Alan Parsons has a song time too. So
right, yes, little Kraftwerky. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about that song for now, because we're going to talk about.
Yeah, it's a great song, man. Great pick.
All right.
And with that, it's on to Jimmy, I believe.
It is. And I have a disclaimer.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't have a disclaimer. I do have just a real quick run through. I do talk about how sometimes these lists are really fucking hard. I've been talking to these guys for the past couple of days, probably to annoyance. I got my list done. It's done. Oh, yeah. That song. Which led me to this song.
You idiot, it's not done.
Which led me to this song. There have been 47 songs on my list of 4 in the last 3 days. I got it done last night, and I didn't fucking look at it again. I did put a 5th song in there because I thought my number 4 might be mentioned by Chris. So I don't need my fifth song, so no honorable mention for me. So that's my little disclaimer is this one put me through the ringer because I thought it would be so easy. As soon as the topic was brought up, I had my 4 songs in my mind. In fact, I did all the notes. And then I thought of another song, and I got rid of another song. I had to, which song do I want to put in it? Did all my notes. Next song, did all my notes. 47 songs worth of notes. Imagine how time-consuming that was.
You're ready for the second part of the series.
Oh,
the second, third, and the fourth series.
Yeah, version 7.0. I'm done.
And people, this lets you know he's not typing this; he's doing this all longhand.
Yeah, he's all
like your grandpa.
He's all analog. He's fully analog.
Down. I am absolutely analog. I've got so far. I think what episode is this? This is 34.
34, yeah.
34. I have 7 notebooks filled already.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
And 34. So I really go deep. I go hard on this stuff. So so the list the list that I finally decided on was really a snapshot in a moment of time, except for my number 2, of kind of a dark time I had and the music I was listening to, and that emotion that you search for in a song, in that a moment of your darkness or your whatever you're feeling. You want to feel sad, so you're going to find sad.
So this was your blue period.
I was going to say, if you listen to different style music, I'm going to be like, here comes
this was way darker than blue. This is probably coal black.
The genuine emo.
Oh, yeah, right. Right. So, all right. So I'm going to, this is my final draft here. So my first song, Chris and I have talked about on this podcast several times. In fact, he brought him up on one episode, and I went into a way deep dive, and I listened to them for 3 days. This is actually 10 Years is the band. The song is called Fix Me.
Nice.
This song is so fucking dark, but it's set to kind of a happier, more melodic tone. So when you hear the song, you don't think this is really dark. So I'm going to go right to the lyrics, and then I'll talk about the song. So verse 1, it's taken a lifetime to lose my way, a lifetime of yesterdays. All the wasted time on my hands turns to sand and fades in the wind. Goes right into a pre-chorus, crossing lines, small crimes, taking back what is mine. He's talking about himself. The chorus, this is the part that always gets me. It's not as deep as that first verse, but it's, I'm finding the fire. I feed on the friction. I'm right where I should be. Don't try and fix me. I'm finding the fire. I feed on the friction. I'm right where I should be. Don't try to fix me. Verse 2 is really quick. So lost for so long to find my way. I failed to follow. I'm out of place. And then it goes back into the pre-chorus. So there's not a whole lot of lyrics to this song. A lot of repetition on the pre-chorus and chorus. But those lyrics to me hit me in that moment that I was going through, that I really connected to the song. And the video is fucking hilarious. I talk about how we're video babies. He's Jesse, the singer, amazing voice. He's sitting at the bar witnessing what's going on around him. And there's like a 80s cover band, and there's the security guard behind the bar, and there's a bartender who's stealing money, and just like all this shit that's happening. And when he's singing in the video, everything around him is slow-mo, but he's singing, and he has this look just like, I can do better. And so this song hit number 24 in the U.S. rock charts. It's from the album Feeding the Wolves, which is my favorite 10 Years album. There's kind of a piano breakdown when you hear the piano, they're dissonant tones, so you feel that each little piano, because it's arpeggiated, ding, 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 ding. It's fucking amazing. I love this song. The song is about, comfort in one's own skin, self-acceptance, finding strength in challenges, embracing flaws, rather than having someone play music while you're talking. Who is that?
It's you.
It's you.
Not me. I have nothing playing. Did you guys hear that?
No.
Did you hear that?
No,
I heard it.
No.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I heard it because you said embrace yourself while you're talking, and it went while you're talking.
Oh,
Yeah, it's you.
that's funny.
What? I never heard that.
Yeah. Anyway, the song's about don't change for someone. Feel good in your own skin to where you can be your own person and not be someone else for someone else's other narrative or agenda. And I fucking adore this song, and I'm off my soapbox.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome.
It's a great song. I love that song as well.
That's good.
I really like them, but they don't ever come on my radar until you guys bring them up. I
Yeah,
always forget about them.
I didn't even think of them for this, and I should
Yeah,
have.
me either. I totally forget about them in everyday life. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
I thought you would have had this on your list, so I had another secret song staged. But yeah, I absolutely love this song. Just remain authentic and resist external pressures, and that's pretty much a guideline that people should have in life for themselves. Anyway, you start conforming to someone else's narrative, and you get what the USA is right now.
I was gonna say that would require critical thinking.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
All right. So that's number 4.
Beautiful.
Number 3, I don't think you guys are going to know it all, but the band is going to make you giggle. So I got to change my
Is
little
it from
thing here.
camp?
What's that?
Camp?
Is it from camp?
The band camp?
And one time at band camp, we weren't supposed to have pillow fights, but we had a pillow fight, and it was so much fun.
Are you familiar with Mustang? I told you I was going to make you laugh.
No, I was okay.
I'm familiar with 2 songs.
And you forgot one of them, as Chris would say.
That's
One's a ballad. One's a ballad.
shocking.
So this song is an aggressive, heavy song, which you don't normally think of for Hoobastank. And the song is called This Is Gonna Hurt.
Oh, I don't know this one.
It's from Fight or Flight 2012, same time frame as that 10 years, 2010. The song had been written musically for 1 year. And it was originally talking about this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. And they were playing a show in Bali. Is it Indonesia? Bali, Indonesia. And they got into the biggest band fight they had ever gotten into. They all left, fuck you to each other, exchanged, pleasantries. And the singer sat in his room and said, I now know how to use this song. And he changed it from this is going to hurt me more than hurt you. The chorus is this is going to hurt you. This is going to hurt you more than hurts me. And I don't want to hurt. That's why I'm going to hurt you. That's how it's got to be. That's just the chorus. So he flipped it around. It's a real angst. So I'll just read the first verse. I've been living for too long with the feeling that something's wrong. Like a thorn stuck in my side, just out of reach for me to pull it out. Now the picture's crystal clear. I can see that the end is near. We no longer have to pretend. All things have got to come to an end. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt you. This is going to hurt you more than it hurts me. They say what doesn't kill you. Well, I'm sure you know the rest. If you'd shut up for a second, I could get this off my chest. Because I've been through way too much. We've grown so out of touch. Now we can't see eye to eye. It's time to kiss it goodbye. So it's just a feeling of just being resented and not being able to speak your mind, speak your piece, be able to have an equal part in the emotional catalyst that is a relationship, and this guy, I'm done. And I love the song.
Let's take the song as he wants them to hurt. That's what he's saying. He's repeating.
So angry.
Hurt you. This is gonna, no, and everything else he's singing with that. It's like, he really wants them to hurt.
Well, he even says that.
Yeah.
And I want you to hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he's projecting, hoping.
So resentful, so angry that, and it's probably this person's fault for letting it happen to this point. I mean, to a degree. I mean, a relationship is 50-50 in most perfect cases. But in this case, he allowed it to happen, and he got so resentful, and he said, fuck you. And he blew up. And I just, like I said, I was in a dark place in my preface to this. So this is one of those songs that stuck with me. But now I just love the music. There's such cool, there's a cool beat to it. The drummer is amazing. I forget his name. It escapes me. But this drummer has some really cool chops, some off-time stuff. And the guitar player does a lot of, noise playing. So a lot of bends and vibratos and neck bends and a lot of effects-based stuff. So this song, I would advise you guys to at least take a listen to this song.
Yeah, I will for sure.
Yeah, I will too. Yeah, I was going to say I can relate with those lyrics.
So I'm not seeing anything on any other chart other than the U.S. chart. It debuted number 10, the Billboard 200, number 1 in hard rock charts. They pre-sold for the album 30,000 copies of the album in the first week, and that's based off of that super slow song they had. I can't remember.
Reason?
The Reason, thank you.
Oh, okay, same album. Okay.
So yeah, this is the album after The Reason.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is The Reason, is Crawling in the Dark on the same album as The Reason? Is that them? Crawling in the Dark?
I'm not that big of a fan to know.
Yeah, those are the only two songs I know by them.
I'll have the graphic up on the screen for people to know.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, but I really love this. And the video is really cool because it's kind of one of those first lyric videos that, that they do now all the time.
Yeah.
But it's actually professional by the band. There's a vine growing and the lyrics are growing with the vine. Cool. And it's, a thorned vine. So it's kind of an angry, scroll through. And it's fucking cool as shit. Yeah, that's it.
No, good pick. I got to check it.
Yeah. Number 2, 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Number 3 on the U.S. Billboard Top 100. Number 5 in Australia. So you know where I'm going with this Australian band. Number 10 on the Canadian rock charts. Number 10 in Ireland. Number 10 in Norway. Number 16 on the Dutch charts. I was able to get it in there.
Nice.
We love you, our one Dutch fan. Keep watching and listening. So the song is Men at Work, Overkill.
Nice.
This song is so fucking cool. I always loved the original. I've been a Men at Work fan since I was a kid. I had those 2 big albums when I was a kid. And it's always stuck with me. And this song is really stuck with me. For a while, it escaped me until the Scrubs episode where he stars and plays it acoustically.
Yeah.
I can get to sleep. I think about the implication. What?
Such a great version.
Yeah.
The acoustic version also resurfaced in the movie Garden State.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Braff.
Yeah. That's his movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great music in that movie too.
Yeah.
In 2003, it resurfaced. There was a online show called Choir, where these big, huge choirs were performing songs that they didn't know that they were going to perform. They knew 3.5 minutes before they went on stage, so they had to figure it out real quick with their groups. So that was the whole concept. So these big, huge choirs had to sing these songs, and Colin Hay was playing with them.
Oh, very cool.
He could give visual cues to help them.
Right.
I would highly advise to check out Choir Overkill because it's really, really cool. And they do it in front of an audience. It's not just an online thing that they do.
Wow.
This song, he thought it was going to go unheard. And it was the secret secret song that people just glommed onto and loved it. So the song it dives into anxiety, insomnia, and fear. And the words that he uses ghosts and desperation a lot to convey this. I'll just read some quick lyrics on this here. The first verse, I can't get to sleep. I think about the implication of diving in too deep and possibly the complications.
Sounds like he's singing about our show.
Right.
Especially at night.
Right, especially at night. I worry over situations. I know we'll be all right. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day, it reappears. So just this same fear, anxiety, depression is overwhelming him. So it keeps coming back, haunting him every day. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. It's just, I love this song so much. It's not a dark song, but it kind of is dark if you think about the, lyrically, because when he's singing the song, there's a happy vibe. It's not a minor scale that he's using. It's all major chords. The song just projects so well against the backdrop of this dark story or this anxiety-ridden story. And I love this song, and I've always loved this song. So on to you guys.
It was on my list. It was one of the songs I took off my list because it was there for the longest time, and it literally disappeared about an hour and a half before our show. One of two songs before the show. Yeah, I love this song, man. This song, and again, I was always by the creed that I was taught long ago by a guy I learned how to write music from. Not that I know how to write music, but he always told me if a song sounds good acoustically, it'll sound good in any version. And so this song is the epitome of that because the original is amazing, right? But the acoustics are even better. And it's a different song almost. Even though it's the same melody, same chords and everything else, it's just a different song. You can take two songs and appreciate them for different reasons. I love the lyrics of this song. I love the feel of this song. And the lyrics, even though they're great electronically and I love the original, almost go better with the acoustic version.
I agree. I'm a bigger fan of the acoustic. I mean, I love the original. The OG is phenomenal. Yeah. But that just Colin Hay and that catgut string guitar that he plays for the original acoustic version, it's haunting and it's awesome. And you don't even think about his lazy eye, and it's fucking awesome.
What a resurgence, though, right? Like, because I'm like you, I liked Men at Work as a kid. I had Business as Usual and Cargo, liked them both, but then kind of like, and I love Australian shit. I'm like, whatever, Men at Work, who gives a shit? What a resurgence!
Yeah.
And have you seen? I think it's him talks about the clip in some clip I saw that people used to think it was goats, not ghosts.
Right.
Goats appear.
Australians thought it was goats.
Goats appear.
Goats.
Here come the goats.
Here come the goats again. Here come the goats.
But you fuck one goat.
Right. You build a million.
Allegedly.
All right. So we took it to dark. To a different version of dark.
A different dark, yeah. What I do in Manitoba is my business.
90% gray.
So, yeah, I love that song.
Good call. Good call.
So, and I talked about in my preface about how this list has changed constantly. I literally just changed just now. My number one is... Excuse me, I'm sorry. One of my favorite bands of all time.
Wow.
Will always be one of my favorite bands of all time, and it's not Seven Dust. It's not Rush.
It's not Dotkin?
It's not Dotkin. It's Led Zeppelin.
Oh, wow.
There we go. I've been waiting for it. Here we go. Finally.
God, I love Led Zeppelin so much. Yeah. I can dive, tune out the world, throw the headphones on, and just disappear. And this one... From the moment I heard it, I adored the song, but I didn't listen to the lyrics when I first heard the song. I just listened to this pounding drum line and this bass doom 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 doom. The song is from the album Presence in 1976.
Wow.
It is Achilles' Last Stand.
Ooh,
Nice.
wow.
Oh my
Good
God,
song.
I love this song.
Good song.
So before I get into the lyrics, so in 1975, Zeppelin took a mental health break because they hated each other and didn't want to be in the same room. And they all were feeling drained musically, emotionally, physically through the rigors of just constant touring and constant writing. They were putting an album out pretty much every year.
Yep.
So they were touring constantly in the studios, wherever wayside of England, whatever mansion they were recording in, wherever they were in America, all this stuff. So
lost his son there. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. So Robert Plant said, "Fuck you guys, peace out," and he went to Morocco. And some of his best lyrics that he's ever written have been written in Morocco. But he had a dry spell. He couldn't think of anything. He couldn't do anything. He was just kind of lost. So he said, "Fuck it," hopped on a plane and went to Greece. He got off the plane, rented a car, was driving the coastline of Greece to his grotto, his getaway, and he was in a near fatal accident. During the accident,
Excellent.
he had this repeating lyric going through his mind. He literally wrote as his car was flipping, "Oh, to sail away to sandy lands and other days. Oh, to touch the dream, hides inside, and is never seen." Yeah. That happened while he was rolling. He wrote that. So it goes back. So the lyric is it was April morning when they told us we should go. And as I turned to you, you smiled at me. How could we say no? Oh, the fun to have, to live the dreams we've always had. Oh, the songs to sing when we at last return again. Slipping off a glancing kiss for those who claim they know. Below the streets, that steam and hiss, devils in his hole. So that whole lyric line there, there's so much more to that. But the whole lyric line is he's going to go have fun. He's going to go get away, but the devil had a different thing planned for him. And that was a near fatal accident. But this song is just a moving, emotional current to me. It's just over and over. You can feel the waves crash over and over. Two things real quick about this is Robert Plant said of this song that it's prog rock gone mad. And it runs the gamut of unbelievable to dreadful. Jimmy Page says this solo on this song is equal to Stairway to Heaven's solo. So he absolutely adores this this guitar solo. It was played on his Gibson Les Paul #1 because they were all labeled. It was doubled and panned for the stereo effect. So one guitar was in the left ear, the other guitar was in the right ear. That's my notes.
Yeah, every time I think of the band talking about each other, I'm always reminded of Page and Plant got together like for 2 tours and did some shows, and then they finally got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And John Paul Jones's statement in his speech was very short. He goes, "I'm just surprised these two knew my number."
Thank you. I'd just like to add also my thanks to Peter Grant, who gave us the freedom to do what we did. And also, thank you, my friends, for finally remembering my phone number. Thank you.
He walked away, that was it. And the look on Plant's face wasn't one of anger. It was like, that was a good one. Yeah, because when I got into this, I had some preconceived notions of certain bands that would be in this group, and this is one. I had 2 Zeppelin songs I pulled off that was, again, like we all had different iterations of our list, like, right? And I had 2 Zeppelin songs I had pulled off. So
they were, for me, they were much like Floyd. I didn't bother because I knew I would go down. Oh, okay, all 4 of them are from Zeppelin, or all 4 of them are from Floyd. Jesus, like.
Well, I mean, like I said, I literally just changed that song while we were doing this, while it was my segment. It was a different song that nobody's going to know or give a shit about. And how often am I going to? Well, it's true. The song was Aranda called Undone. Exactly. So how often am I going to have the opportunity to talk about Led Zeppelin, Achilles' Last Stand, the album Presence, and how much it meant to me? So I made an executive decision right now, and I put it
do a Zeppelin show.
We are going to do a Zeppelin show.
One of our 4 Zeppelin shows.
Yeah, but there's so many songs to choose
from.
So
many songs, right?
Gladly talk about. But lyrically, this one was the one that stood out to me.
Yeah, no, I get it.
We could just do one on like physical graffiti. What's your 4 top 4?
Right. You could do one on every album, right?
Yeah, we won't even name the songs. We have to hum them.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I did kind of sing talk some of my lyrics tonight.
Yeah, you did. I noticed that. Yeah.
So, but I wanted people to feel the tempo. So anyway, I am done. I'm out of here. Joe, the host.
See you later.
See you, man.
That's my list. See you later.
See you later, buddy.
See you later. This is for my wife. Just so you know, I had to put
thanks
this
for
in
coming out.
All right, Joe. It's all you, Brian.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Jimmy for sticking around for my choices.
Yeah. That was nice of him, right?
Like I said, I had some preconceived notions. I thought there might be a Dylan song in there somewhere. I had a Dylan song I pulled off.
Were you going to sing it like you did in '87, or?
Well, that would be easy. Don't remind me that because I don't remember '87. I thought there'd be an Eminem song or something, right?
Oh yeah, Eminem. Fuck, that would have been great.
Kendrick Lamar. I thought literally I thought a Kendrick Lamar song.
I had a Limp Bizkit song on one of my lists.
Oh wow!
$3 bill, y'all.
No, I can't mention it because I want to talk about this song at a later date.
That's right.
My number 4, because we're kind of going long here, so I'm going to get going here, guys.
Yeah, we left you 6 seconds.
Yeah, I have 6 minutes.
Chris just changed his list.
6 minutes. Change my list.
6 minutes.
Go again.
40 minutes of notes, but 6 minutes to get this done. My number 4, we talked about this song and this band before, and it came up in the Alice in Chains video, Mad Season.
Mad Season.
The song is River Deceit.
Nice.
Basic bitch, if you think about sad songs or meaty songs. Above from 1995. If you take the lyrics, my pain is self-chosen, at least so the prophet says, I could either burn or cut off my pride and buy some time. A head full of lies is the weight tied to my waist. Oh, that fucking line right there, dude. A head full of lies is the weight. Fucking perfect. And then you take the last verse, which is my pain is self-chosen, at least I believe it to be. I can either drown or pull off my skin and swim to shore. Now I can grow a beautiful shell for all to see. It was the first single from the band's only album. Hit number 2 on Billboard Mainstream Rock chart. Number 8 on the Canada Rock Alternative chart. We've all discussed in the past our love for Lane Staley, and for many different reasons, not just his lyricism, but also his vocalism, just his originality, you know. But my research on this song, I thought I knew a lot about the song. That's kind of right, but Wikipedia is kind of wrong. So if people think we're just reading Wikipedia, we're not. We're checking our source. Everything else. Wikipedia says this song is based on the book, the 1923 book, The Prophet. But the article that Wikipedia points to doesn't even state that. It just states that he read the book after drummer Barrett Martin had told him about the book. That's it. There's nothing else. No one to mention. Now, you could equate the lyrics to the book, but there's no definitive say. But if you listen to Mike McCready, he says what everyone else has said the song is about. The song is about Lane's addiction.
Yeah, it sounds just like Lane wrote it about himself.
It's an impending end. It's about his own. The subject is his own impending death that he knew was probably going to come. The weird thing about the song, I do get sad when I hear this song the weird thing about the song is, especially the last verse, Jimmy. The last verse is sad as fuck, right? There's a hint of relief and hopefulness that his pain will finally be gone. And that doesn't mean he kicks his addiction. It means the end's here. And that's the sad part of the song. And I can't ever not think to be sad or melancholy when I hear the song, because it's one of my favorite songs of all time. But goddamn, it's not a song you go, ooh, I'm going to listen to this song. When this song comes on, it's a deep dive, whether you want it or not. I mean, I could be in the best mood. Not that it makes me in a bad mood, but I can be in the best mood. It brings me down. It's because it's the lyrics and the way he sings them.
It's his tone, man.
So personal, and I don't think anybody else can pull off the way he did, because the lyrics are so metaphorical and beautiful and sad and lonely and inevitable, right?
Inevitable.
Absolutely. Perfect word.
That it makes it that much sadder, especially with what we all know happened to him, literally a year later. So that's my number 4.
Fucking beautiful pick.
Yeah,
great.
I'm upset that wasn't one of my 47 songs.
You're like, that one's too mainstream. Nah.
No, it didn't even cross my radar. It didn't. And this is a beautiful pick, and you are right. Nobody else can sing it. Bless his heart, Duvall. I don't remember his first name. He had the embodiment, but he didn't have that tone. He didn't have that.
No, he sounds more like Jerry. He sounds more like Jerry than he does Lane.
Absolutely.
That's fine. He be himself. I don't want him to be Lane, part 2.
Yeah. Yeah. No one wanted him to be Lane.
Yeah.
My number 3, I'll just read the lyrics. I'm going to read the lyrics before I reveal my last 3 songs. I'll read the lyrics first. If you're a fan of the song, which I am, it's my favorite song by this band. I've talked about this band before in the past. The lyrics are, the gray of the evening fills the room. There is no need to look outside to feel or to see or feel the rain. Then I reach across to touch her, but I know that she's not there. The rain keeps running down the window pane. The time is running out for me. I'll skip by, but this I'll have a better explanation of what's going on with the song. But the last verse is, blood on the windows. Millions of ordinary people are there. They gaze at the scenery. They act as if it's perfectly clear. And they look at the mountains, and they look at the beautiful river of blood. The song is known as The Domino. Part 1, The Glow of the Night. Part 2, The Last Domino by Genesis.
Oh, wow.
It's from The Invisible Touch, which had, 5, 6 singles out there. It was probably Genesis' biggest album, right? The words were written by Tony Banks.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the 6th track on the album. The song is 10 minutes and 45 seconds long of pure fucking joy. I fucking love this song. One of my favorite songs of all time. Though not released as a single, it charted number 29 on the Billboard mainstream rock charts.
Wow. That says something, eh?
Not bad. Banks stated that his inspiration for the song lyrics was the Lebanese Civil War of the time that was still being contested prior to recording. Talking about the lyrics in their DVD, We Walk, Tony Banks said the first part in The Glow of the Night, part 1, is very personal, coming from an individual point of view of how he might be affected by one person's set in motion without realizing what he was doing. In this case, it's a war situation. I was thinking where this guy has lost his woman and his attitude of, look what you've done, and speaking to the guy who pressed the button who made the whole thing happen in the fucking first place. The second half of The Last Domino, part 2, is a different approach. It's more of a surreal approach to the idea with a nightmarish quality to it. The domino itself is the idea that there's nothing you can do and you're next in line. As if that sounds good when it's sung, it's also a good image and terrifying.
Yeah.
So in other words, that thing that happens and you're going to be part of it, and there's nothing you can do.
Except your fate.
Yeah. Phil Collins said of the song, he admittedly didn't understand the lyrics at all and had a hard time connecting to the song until years later. So the song is kind of funny. In some places, this is called The Domino. In some places, it's called Domino Part 1 and 2. But the actual whole title is actually Domino Part 1, The Glow of the Night, Part 2, The Last Domino. This is my favorite Genesis song. It's a very deep song. It's kind of a very Lennon-McCartney-esque, not sounding, but process. They sound like two different songs smashed together, and at the last third, it's both songs coming together.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant song. I will die in my deathbed saying this is the best Genesis song ever written.
It's a beautiful song.
It is a beautiful song. And I know this song, but I did not know it when you said the lyrics. And I've played that game before where let's play spoken word and try to guess the song, right?
Yeah, it is.
You would have stumped me on that one, right? Like, as soon as you said the song, I'm like, I know the song, but I was like, holy shit.
I'm very much that person too. When I hear lyrics, I can, if I hear the song, I can sing the lyrics. But I hear the song, I don't remember lyrics at all.
Right.
Yep, that's me.
Off to my number 2. Jimmy might know this song. I'll be surprised if you guys know this song.
Is it Jizzy?
That's no Jizzy in this. There's no Jizzy in this episode. We're not Jizzy with it this episode. Getting Jizzy
with it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you.
Oh no. Jizzy, I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon. he's like gonorrhea. He's the gift that keeps on giving.
Right?
Oh, Jizzy's back.
The human cockroach.
I should have called Pearl Jam Pearl Jizzy.
Okay, so this song, the lyrics are: dawn wakes the silence of a fainted lullaby. The day breaks the eyelid from a song sung in my eye. Night rests in peace as the sun mourns the sky. All's accounted for sheep over a horizon's eye. I had a dream, not unlike the one from old, of a man king whose head was made of gold. Stand castles of sand, weather the sundials rise and fall. Chase wind through your hands till the water runs dry the well. The song is Everything Under the Sun, Part 1, Rise and Shine by Extreme, from their album Three Sides of Her Story.
Wow.
1992, Words by Gary Sharon. It's the 12th track on their double album. It's the first part of a 3-part movement, being Everything Under the Sun Part 1, Rise and Shine, which is this song. Everything Under the Sun Part 2, Am I Ever Going to Change? And the album ending, Everything Under the Sun Part 3, Who Cares? The song is probably the most Queen type song. And now I say that, I mean, like written, it doesn't sound like Queen, but it's gigantic. It's very cinematic. It's Extreme when they had a giant budget.
Right.
And, the irony is there's no guitar solo in the song. 0. And in fact, I got to go through. It might be one of 2 or 3 songs of all their songs that don't have a guitar solo. But it doesn't need it. The song utilizes a 70-piece orchestra. Again, when they had that huge hit with More Than Words, they had a giant budget for their third album. Got a 70-piece orchestra for this album. This gives this song so much feeling and dynamics. This song gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it just explodes at the end. It opens with Nuno singing, not Gary, but Nuno singing with just an acoustic guitar and drums, and almost like a hopeful arrangement. The lyrics carry a message of renewal, awakening, moving towards positivity after darkness or a struggle, if you want to say. Rise and Shine leans into more of a progressive and spiritual side of the band. It's a mix of hard rock with, like I said, big, giant cinematic orchestra in the back of it. It feels more like an opening of an album, but actually the beginning of the ending of the album. So that's why I thought it was kind of the irony. It's, I guess, it's the first part of a 3-part movement. I suggest, yes, I know it's Extreme, and people either don't know this band or they know them for one thing, but this song is fucking amazing. That
album's great.
That album's one of my favorite albums of all time. That's my number 2.
As soon as you said the last part of those lyrics, you and I have talked so much in our life about this album, and at first when you're reading them, I thought you were going somewhere else, but there was a part in there I'm like, I'm familiar with that, and that is Extreme. I didn't know the name of the song, but yeah.
When you first started, I thought it was Sting.
So did I.
Oh, really? Okay, so I was on the same.
Yeah, good. I mean, the lyrics are very, very metaphorical. Like I said, one of my favorite lyrics is literally like, not unlike the one from Old, of a man king whose head was made of gold, stand castles of sand.
That's the part that I thought was.
And the way he sings it sounds, it's so good. It's such a great melody, and and again, where these lyrics come from, I'm jealous of. Like I write music. I wrote very few lyrics. people who can come up with very good lyrics. I don't care if they're spoken. I don't care if they're a melodic behind them. Just people can write really good lyrics, especially something like this that's metaphorical. And you'll find that, I think, with all my songs, a lot of the lyrics are all metaphorical. I'm very jealous of because it's something I can't do.
Yeah. Well, Gary Sharon definitely has a talent for writing deep when he wants to or needs to.
Yeah.
Or he also has the talent of popularizing, dumbing down something. Get the funk out, those kind of things. Playfully being able to flex back and forth. So that's my positive Gary Sharon statement there, Joe.
You're positive. And he looks like my brother. It's weird.
It kind of does.
It kind of does. It's kind of weird. So if you want to know what my brother looks like, just look at Gary Sharon. My number 4 is the lyrics are, what's got you so jumpy? Why can't you sit still? Yeah. Like gasoline, you want to pump me, and you leave me when you get your fill. It's Unskinny Bop by Poison. No, I'm just kidding. That is Unskinny Bop by Poison. I'm just joking.
What's got you so jumpy?
I know. I was like, that was really familiar. What the hell is that?
I was put that in there because when I was doing my list, this song came out randomly. I'm like, this is the dumbest lyrics of all time.
Unskinny bop bop bop.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say this right now. Before I say who this is, I will say this person was that band we're talking about, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin. This person could have taken easily all 4 spots, easily. Their lyrics are, and we've talked about this song before, and I think it was Jimmy. But the lyrics are. Are you guys
pulls out a Striper song for his top spot?
I saved last Striper for my last one. The lyrics are: he deals the cards as a meditation.
Oh my God!
And he never respects. He doesn't pay the money he wins. He doesn't play for respect. I know that spades are swords for a soldier. I know that clubs are weapons of war. I know that diamonds mean money for his art, but that's not the shape of my heart. This, again, I could have gone with Sting's King of Pain. There's a little black spot in the sun today. That's my soul. That's one of my favorite lyrics of all time. But my whole theory with my songs, I'm going with full songs, not just one-line lyrics.
Yep.
I could have gone with "It's a Big Enough Umbrella," but it's always me that ends up getting wet. That we have talked about before in a previous show that ends up in 3 different Sting songs. I could have put any song up there from Soul Cages. Soul Cages is amazing lyrically, musically. But this is the one song, every time I hear the song coming on for 10 Sumner's Tales, it's always up there. I just love the metaphor of the different suits of cards and what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, again, we've talked about this before, your idea of what a song means is better than what the songwriter meant.
No shit, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Sting explained that through The Shape of My Heart, he wanted to tell a story of a card player, a gambler who gambles not to win, but to try to figure out something, to figure out some kind of mystical, logical kind of luck or chance, some kind of scientific, almost religious law. It doesn't sound as grandiose and epic as I see in my head, so I'm going to forget about that.
I always saw it way more grandiose than a card player.
Yeah,
but it makes sense.
The song was the 5th single from his 4th album, 10 Summer's Tales. It hit number 57 US, 44 in Canada, number 57 in UK. And it's one of the rare songs that is co-written by Sting's longtime guitarist, Dominic Miller. Sting's not well known for giving writing credit for people, and as you've heard in recent the other 2/3 of the police guys are suing him for
lawsuit.
Well, that's my number 1. This one, when we did the list, was always 2 or 1, and this is the one song. For whatever reason, when I think of great lyrics, I think Sting might. I guess this entire list could have been Sting lyrics, but that's the one always. Like I said, like Chris said before, isn't my favorite. It's one of my favorite Sting songs, but it's the lyric that sticks out to me all the time when I hear it. Because I just think the metaphor of him using the suit of cards is a very obvious thing that I've never heard anybody else do. That you would think, well, of course you would do that because it's so obvious once he sings it, right? Not so much. That's my top 4.
That was good. Really good.
Excellent.
Jimmy?
I was letting them talk because boy, do I have words.
More than
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This was on one of my 47 different versions of this list. This is my favorite Sting song. I love this song. I got so excited. The third word of your first sentence about this, I was like, oh my God, this is fucking beautiful. And I love this song so much that when Juice WRLD sampled that opening,
That's right. Yeah.
I got excited to hear it, even
though it wasn't quite the same.
A rap song. But I even enjoyed that Juice WRLD song just because of that. Because even the rapping, I guess it's mumble rap. I mean, I don't know our demographics, but I believe that's the case.
Yeah.
I got excited for this. I love this song so much. That catgut string guitar is so fucking nylon strings, or what they use now, but they used to be catgut. Yeah. Just a beautiful tone, and the guitar line is amazing, and the lyrics, and just how he sings is just so somber and kind of calm, and it's so much. There's so much more to the song than how he's portraying it, which makes it even cooler.
Which the weird thing is, the song sounds absolutely huge, but it's not a lot going on in the song. It's him with guitar, and that's about it.
It's definitely low key played.
I was gonna say that's our list. So I know there's a bazillion songs out there. There's more than the 16 songs you chose. So give us your list. Go to justrankpod.com. You put first of all, there's two things we'd like you to do. Okay, we have several people watching the show. Please give us a like and subscribe on YouTube, and more importantly, give us a review on your podcast app. We got some great reviews when we first started out, and we still 5 stars on Apple Music and 5 stars on Spotify. But give us a review, like a written review. Give us 1-2 sentences. That helps us out a lot when it comes to their algorithm and pushing podcasts up. This has been a great dive when it comes to lyrics, because like I said, I think I have preconceived notions when we come up with a list like, oh, this will be easy, this will be easy. I don't think any of us thought this will be easy, but I think all of us can agree this was harder than we thought it was going to be. Yeah. Because it's the most times I've changed a list, I think, ever. Yet. Yeah. Next show will probably say the same thing.
And personal.
Yeah, again, there's the personal. And that's the other thing, too. Putting your not only give your top 4, but also give a reason why. Just a quick thing. Let's tell us why you did those songs, or just one song, and why that song means so much to you. Because music is a very emotional art and expressive, and it touches every one of us. That's the other thing, too. People that don't like music, I don't get you. Are you?
Can't trust them.
I don't. Yeah, it's like people that don't like dogs. I'm like, I mean, okay, I get that because maybe you were bit by a dog or something. But music, I'm like, why? How do you not like music? What the?
Right. What did music do to you?
If you don't like music, you're probably not watching the show anyhow. So, but that's all I got to say. Again, like I said, like and subscribe. Go to justrankpod.com to do all our socials and see all of our media. Dink's killing it on the fucking social media, dude. I know no self-grandiosing, but Dink is killing on social media. We appreciate it. Getting lots of interaction there. So
don't even
like and subscribe. And Jimmy,
hit the bell like ACDC.
My name is Joe. His name is Jimmy. His name is Dink. His name is Chris. This is Just Rank. We love you, but go
fuck yourself. Visit justrankpod.com, please.
Or not.
No, do.
Or not.
Do.
Or not.
Do.
Shut up, Joe.
Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Just Ranked is researched and produced by the Just Ranked crew. Edited and mixed by Joe Burkle. Socials and marketing by DJR Media Services. Theme music by Blue Joker. If you're enjoying the show, please set your podcast app to download new episodes and help spread the word by leaving a review and tell everyone you know to listen.